Hello Leo, how are you all? Thank you for joining me. This is your general and love reading for the month of March of 2021. I do hope that you're all well, and let's see what's going on as we're reading the energies. Of course, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus if you're a divine feminine, Mars for the divine masculine, and if you're looking at where fate is pointing for you. Those of you that are familiar with your own birth charts and you know where your North Node is, you can also watch that. For instance, you've got Leo North Node in your birth chart, then this reading is important for you. There could be a message in it for you. Now, we'll be extending this reading, dear Leo, so those of you that this story talks to you and there is something that is resonating, you may want to check out the extended. The link is in the description box below the video. So calling on spirit for Leo, please. Leo in the month of March. Thank you, divine. Thank you, archangels. Let's go. This is a 9-card spread for Leo. You can always flip the story around. If it's talking to you, again, you could be not the person that we are looking at, but we've got cross watchers here, obviously. So there's messages for Leo and their person. Now, it's a general reading. Let's see what's going on. What's the focus? 5 of Swords. That's not easy. This is happening in the now. 8 of Wands. 3 of Swords. There is going to be some sort of competition that could be quite pressing, quite difficult. What's been going on in the past for Leo? Judgment. Yeah. The Devil. Queen of Cups. Capricorn. Scorpio. Air. What is the past and the future leading towards? We've got the Hermit. We have the 8 of Swords and we have the World card. Wow. Well, this reading is for Leo and it is for the month of March. Of course, the message could resonate maybe even in April. But what I see is there is a huge shift, I feel, of something that you're working through and trying to finalize, and you will manage to do that. Now, of course, this could have to do with the lockdown. I do see for some of you, you're wanting to move, travel, okay, but there's restrictions, there's disappointments here. You feel blocked. There are limitations here. It's like a resurrection is trying to happen, and there have been judgments. There have been fears as well here. A lot to do with the emotions, okay, the emotional side of things. A lot of difficult conversations. As I always see the 5 of Swords, it's conflict and it's harsh, but it does involve other people. So a lot of restrictive energies. You're trying to see the light. You're trying to see a way out. You will, because you need to change the way you're perceiving things. A lot of swords we have here. The World card is your ticket to success, your ticket to a completion of a major karmic cycle or a situation that you've been battling with. Okay, we've got 8 swords here and 8 swords here. It's as though you're trying to move forward and, you know, you're still dealing with maybe the way you perceive things or the way you're seeing things. Again, it can have to do with fear. You could also be dealing with someone that is fearing coming forward. Someone is looking for the light here, the Hermit. The Hermit means I'm in my cave, okay? I've been trying to move forward but not been able to manage that for whatever reason. Let's take more cards, Leo. There's the Sun card. That's the general energy. So happy to see that for you. What's beneath that? We've got the 4 of Cups. So I can see the Tower. The Tower moment in the past. where there's been an epiphany about an offer being accepted, something surrounding your home or your emotional safety, your happiness at home, things to do around a home, a family, situations involving also a very important connection. As I see in the Morgan Greer Tarot, we've got a soulmate card. It's very similar to the Two of Cups. The Devil, very restricting, a lot of karmic situations that you've been dealing with. And I'm going to say very much about restrictions, the Devil. But the Devil also asks for growth here, emotional growth. Now we know that the Devil can also speak of a very important connection, a very deep connection, very sexual, very... because we've got Scorpio here and Pluto, very secretive it could also be. Okay, because this is a very strong sexual attraction. But we've also got with the Sun. The Sun is all about risk-taking. It's children. It's creating something. It's also fun, flirtation. With the Sun here, which brings clarity, positivity, the ability to create. And the Sun means generosity as well. Someone hasn't been generous, or they haven't been able to be generous, I want to say here. With the Hermit, we know the Hermit is Virgo. Virgo is all about trying to read between the lines. Maybe even perfectionism here. More about doing things behind the scenes. But Leo is all about coming out of the darkness, right? The sun is shining. The sun's rays brings the information to the world. It brings generosity. That's what Leo is. Leo is about bringing something out of the darkness. We've got a lot of darkness here, even with a Hermit card. I mean, he's got the lantern. He's looking for the light. So it's more expansive with the Leo energy, whereas the Hermit, it's all about, counting everything, being very calculative. And I feel that may be the energy you're working with in this month. It's doing things behind the scenes before you can actually succeed or be ready to come out. Remember that this is only a perception here with the Eight of Swords. Let's take more cards and see what is going on. Let's take the Lenormand and have a look. What's going on for Leo, please, Spirit? And as I always say, a lot of you are on the cusp, or if you're a Leo, you've got planets in Virgo. So, or something around that. So looking at the major arcana, obviously Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, and Virgo. Also, I'm going to, with a world card, mention we've got 4 fixed signs. So we've got Scorpio. Opposite Scorpio is Taurus, and opposite Leo, which is the Sun card, is Aquarius. We do have some air here, so those signs could be relative to your reading here. So for Leo in March, please, Spirit, we have good news coming in, or this is the rider, it's an ace, which positive news coming through, or this could mean someone that's wanting to travel, to visit, to come in, whether it's physically, emotionally. We've got love, the love card here. Yeah, there's the limitation and the blockage, the Tower, and it's a 19. So it looks like you've got a bit of work to do still, dear Leo, or, and again, I'm going to say, with the rider, it's news coming through. It's like a beginning where love is concerned, but the restrictions here, someone needs to, have a bit of courage here, I'm going to say, because Leo is very courageous. Leo is all about leadership. So whether you, and some of you could be dealing with a Leo, I'm not going to rule that out, or someone who has strong Leo in their chart. It's all about doing things in the right way, because the Tower, yes, it can mean business, it can mean anything relating to governmental matters, doing things by the book, the right way, or just, I just feel that someone is feeling very lonely where love is concerned. Let's have another card on that. And we've got the anchor here, which the anchor speaks of something long term. For some of you, it can mean stuck energies, being stuck in could mean in a marriage where there is no love. That could be changing. For others of you on another level, I'm going to say here that if this is something that you're trying to manifest, Leo, you're creating something, maybe even in a partnership. There's some news, good news in relating to a partnership. Some of you, this could relate to travel if you're hoping to expand maybe a business to the world. We've got the red tape here. It's all about timing and, again, doing things right, correctly before you can stabilize something here. And this is in a relationship. This limitation or blockage could be surrounding a lot of things. Remember, it could also mean the way that things have been built. A change needs to happen with this Tower. Remember, for me, it's Uranus in Taurus, and Taurus is values. It could mean fluctuations and things changing where your comforts, your values, maybe even your money matters are concerned. Let's see what's beneath that. We've got the Ten of Wands, a heavy burden, maybe coming to an end or trying to complete maybe even a project. What's at the bottom? We've got the clouds. We've got the clouds here, but we've got also the birds coming through with the sun. So the clouds are clearing here. So what I see here is, obviously in the past, where emotional matters are concerned, or even anything creative, let's not forget that the Queen of Cups is she's very intuitive as well. So remember that the intuition is very strong with her. She's got very strong creative abilities, but also in love matters, and this could be a Scorpio, okay? If not you, dear Virgo, because Virgo, you're obviously where your love matters are concerned. For those of you that are Virgo sun and rising, your 7th house is Pisces, which means you give unconditionally. But again, I'm going to say, if this is a Scorpio that you're dealing with, there's a very strong sexual connection here. Now, the sun means happiness, clarity, healing. Okay, this is in the past, but it leads to the future. Remember, we've got past, present, future, past, present, and future. So looking at the past, also here, we've got the Judgment, which means someone hasn't been living. A resurrection needed to happen. But there are blockages towards the now. Look at the energies that you're working with right now, dear Leo. But again, I'm going to say it's a perception now. Yes, usually here we've got 3 people, but the swords are usually in the hands of the querent, right? So I don't know if you're willing to take this energy and fight for what you want to manifest. It's as though you're feeling as though you won't be able to get through this, or you're even maybe not wanting to hurt someone here. Remember that Leo it's the child. It wants to play, it wants to have fun, it wants to flirt. But because Leo is very generous, they don't like to step on other people's toes as well. They're very much about giving, right? They're ruled by the sun. Now, again, I'm going to say Leo can also have a little bit of ego that comes along with the energies, right, of Leo. So if you're dealing with someone else, there could be an ego that they come along with, and that comes with success usually. We know that Leo is usually very successful. Leo can also be a little bit flirtatious. So in that sense, they could step on some people's toes. But anyway, I feel that it's as though you're feeling blocked, Leo. That's what I see here. And you're looking for ways to unblock this matter, this situation here. And it talks about doing your homework. You're doing work right now, and you're doing that behind the scenes, even though with the Eight of Swords, remember, there is a blindfold here. You're trying to trust your intuition, even though you don't have the information fully. We've got the success here with that World card. Let's take more cards. Let's see what's going on. If this is, for those of you that are stuck in a karmic situation and you've been blocked emotionally, someone's been playing with your head, no doubt, here. Someone's been even putting that seed, they've planted that seed of fear, maybe, Leo. And even though you're wanting to move forward, it's like someone's talking you down. And this could be, you could be in a narcissistic connection, which you've been dealing with. Let's see, why do we have the Judgment card? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe not moving, being stuck. Again, Virgo. Some of you, those of you that have got strong Virgo in your chart, you've been sort of planning for the future, maybe even being stuck, or you're dealing with another earth sign that is very slow moving. Let's look at the Devil. And we've got the King of Swords. Leo, this story has been playing out in the past. Those of you that are dealing with an Aquarian, Aquarian individual, or someone, it could also be a Capricorn, strong Capricorn. I just spoke about someone that's been playing with your head, that's been planting those seeds in your head. And I'm going to say that obviously for some of you, you're still dealing with this. The Queen of Swords, I just said the Queen of Swords. I don't know why I said that. The King of Swords is someone that does not show emotion. If you're dealing with someone that hasn't been communicating clearly and speaking their truth, that's probably why you have been the Hermit. Now, on another level, that narcissistic connection, maybe, as I said, that's probably what's been conflicting in your life. Okay, and I see someone not showing their emotion. Doesn't matter who this is. King of Swords, their words can be very cutting. Queen of Cups, which I feel is your energy, is you're more about giving. You're more on the emotional side than the other person. Even though King of Swords does not show their emotional soft side, they've got a very strong sexual connection with you. And we've got the Page of Cups. Some of you may be a mother, and you may have a Piscean child, or remember that the Page of Cups is a small offer of love. Some of you could be either wanting to send a message out of love, or there will be a messenger coming through, and a change with that Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, remember, is a change in fate. Wheel of Fortune is also Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, of course, could mean someone that could be at a physical distance or from a different area of the world. In the Morgan Greer, we see a third person falling off that wheel. So the wheel of fate, the wheel of justice is turning, and this is the hand of spirit, which brings some form of an offer coming through. Let's have a look at this Five of Swords. Why do we have the Five of Swords? And we've got the Six of Swords. Lovely to see. And the Ace of Wands here. The light coming on. The desire to create, to manifest. Let's look at that Three of Swords, because someone is heartbroken. Someone is feeling that these three swords have pierced their heart. It could be you, Leo. Could be another person, or just could be anyone in a love triangle or in a connection where there's three people. And we've got the Two of Wands, where there is secrecy here. We've got two people in this deck. We've got someone that is not showing up. They're secretly in the equation. So yes, this does speak of a secretive connection. After the Ace of Wands, we've got the Two of Wands. Even though maybe there has been a disappointment, or maybe if this is a secretive relationship, there's been a drawback, setback here, but I do feel that the door opens because of the Wheel of Fate. Now, the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Fortune can also speak of, again, legalities, and the Tower can speak of legalities, where there is good news coming through with the Page of Cups, unexpected good news. In legalities could be the ending of a certain cycle. It is a 10. Positivity, I'm going to say, the possibility to be able to expand and grow, or good news with legalities. And remember that the Hermit can also be an advisor. Let's have a look at the Hermit here, which deals with the past and movement towards the future. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which I mentioned earlier. And I said, I don't know why I spoke about the Queen of Swords. She's obviously using her sword. She's severing ties with whatever's kept her in the dark. She's learning things. She's studying. She's also looking at the details and being quite discriminative. And, of course, she's ready to come out of her cave and speak her truth. Queen of Swords is very fair and very just. Libran energies. Let's have a look at this Eight of Swords. We've got a lot of swords here. So a lot of conversations, Leo. As I've been saying, Mars is going to leave the sign of Taurus, beginning of March. Mars will be ingressing into Gemini. And Gemini is all about having those details, those conversations, those truths. Let's look at this Eight of Swords. We've got the Three of Cups, which can mean reconciliation. Again, you could be learning about information through friends, through socializing, through the grapevine, I'm going to say. And the Three of Cups can also mean reconciliation. Remember that we had the Three of Swords here, Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Eight Swords together, and the Eight Swords here. But what is going to be found out is that there is a chance, there's good news coming through, which can speak of a reconciliation with someone that you want to continue with. Someone, a love relationship that was blocked, a partnership that was blocked because of karma, because of governmental matters, having to do things in a timely matter. We've got the beautiful anchor here. It's interesting that we've got three birds in the Lenormand here. And we've got abundance here with a fish. Again, the fish does speak of Pisces for me. It's unexpected. It comes unexpectedly, right? Just like the fish in the cup of the Page of Cups. Why do we have the World card, please, Spirit? And we've got the Six of Wands. You're in your element, Leo. You are in your element here. There is the chance to succeed, and this is because of the ability to create. Remember, wands are something that I'm going to make I'm working on something, right? And remember, Mars in Gemini, it's air and fire. It's going to be moving fast. Mars is what I create. It's my desire to make something happen, to move forward. And we've got the Ace of Wands, which is a potential. Let's have a look at that Sun card. And we've got Taurian energy here. The Hierophant does give you the option of a second key. For those of you that have been looking for a solution, which I see here, the solution is to have that truthful conversation, to sever ties. We do have 2 queens and a king. Interesting, right? The Hierophant is also having to do things by the book. Some of you could be also maybe from different religions, different backgrounds. Again, there are many differences with the Hierophant because the Hierophant can speak of family as well. So maybe you're coming from 2 very different worlds, whatever that is for you. Let's take one more card. And we've got the 2 fives, 5 of Wands. Even though there's conflict, there is the ability or the will to put in the work. That's how I see the 5 of Wands. It's a little bit shaky, remember, but we've got the 6 right here. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Fool. Aries energy, a brand new cycle. Leo, this is a brand new cycle. You're ready to go on that journey, even though you've sort of been shaky, on very shaky grounds, and you've been blocked. Looks like these blockages could be falling away. The clouds are moving away. Okay, so let's take a spirit animal oracle card and see what's going on for Leo, please. In the month of March, Leo. Thank you, Spirit. We have community and the bee. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. You surely are, dear Leo. The queen of abundance. That is amazing. That is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, you've been working very hard. The bee, without the bee, there is no abundance. You've been working really hard like the bee and you're creating. Remember that the bee takes the pollen from here to there. So there is a sense of being able to take the good from what is coming through. There is a sense of spring in the air or summer in the air. I absolutely love this for you. So you've been doing the work. It's time for you to receive in whatever you're creating, dear Leo. So I do want to wish you well. As I said, thank you for supporting this channel in whichever way that is. I'm going to love you and leave you and sending you lots of blessings for the month of March. As I said, I'm extending this reading. Let's see what comes through. What other information? All right, Leo, thank you so much. Love and light. Ta-da.